Sandeep ji, what was your expectation when you first learnt about the Raj Palace and Shireen found out it on the website, on the net?
I wasn't really sure. I think from the website everything looked great, so I really wanted to see what the palace was like, and the first impressions were great. You know, it has all the history and the heritage, the 300 years, and that really comes through when you walk around in the gardens and you walk around and you see all that. So it was a great first impression.
How well did the team of Raj Palace assist you in planning your entire event?
Yeah, it was excellent. I think from the very beginning to all the intricacies of everything that needed to be planned, all the details. You guys have done a great job. You really know your stuff. You know all the, you've planned it all out in your software, and you can go through each section, and all the pieces are all there. Then we can pick and choose what we want from all those sections.
Did everything turn up as it was planned and as it was imagined?
Yeah. I think, well, for all of us, especially for me and my father, I think it was a pretty difficult task. My sister had this dream that she wanted to get married with all this glamour and glitz, and so it really was a dream, and I think you can ask her, but she'll probably tell you, both her and Sumit will tell you that it was a dream wedding for them, and that dream really came true here. So it's very good.
Thank you, Sumit.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Shireen, how did you learn about the Raj Palace?
I actually had a dream about a very Rajasthani, Jaipur, colorful, traditional Indian wedding, and I went on the website and just typed in royal wedding, and Raj Palace came up, and the moment I saw just the entrance, I knew this would be the place for me. It's just beautiful.
What was the expectation when you first learnt about that you can have your royal wedding done at the Raj Palace? Because you are so many kilometers away, sitting
correct,
in the US. And
correct.
Yeah.
I was a little bit scared, of course, because I'm a perfectionist and I like everything done properly. But after my first meeting with you, I was 110% comfortable, and I realized that if I left everything in your hands, it would be done to perfection. So, no worries on my end.
How well did the team of Raj Palace assist you in planning your whole event?
It was excellent. Mostly, I didn't do the planning, but I do know that I was fully taken care of. My brother and my dad, sister-in-law, they all worked very hard with you, and I know that every step of the way you helped them to organize everything beautifully, and best of all, you advised us on all the best steps. Even things that we thought might not be as good, your experience really came through for us.
So what was the final outcome?
I lived my dream. I was the princess, the Maharani of Jaipur for 3 days, and I couldn't have asked for anything more. It was just absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, Shireen.
All right.
Yeah. Sumit, what was your experience when Shireen told you that she wanted to take you all the way from US to Jaipur to get married at the Raj Palace?
It was a good experience in the sense that I didn't know what to expect. Shireen was doing all the planning. She did most of the research. She decided a few other places where it possibly could have been, and I really had some doubts. I mean, I really did, initially, to where in Jaipur and all the travel and how everybody's gonna, get there and all these things. But initially, that's what I had thought.
So how did you feel like when you were coming on the elephant to get married and the whole procession? What was the feeling like?
It's one of the most amazing experiences I've had, in the sense that the grandeur of the whole experience was just phenomenal. I mean, it was really great. The band was great, the elephants were great, camels, horses, on in the Bharat, and I think the fireworks, at the end, tied everything together, and it was just a grand entrance. So I think that was nicely done.
So how was your entire experience of Jaipur last 4 days that you spent here?
I love Jaipur. I mean, it's I love the shopping here, the people, and I think the colors of the city, of even the elephants and their trunks. I like the whole experience. I'm definitely going to come back. And have a suite at the Raj.
Yeah. So what was the final outcome? Was everything up to the mark as you people had been expecting?
Actually, things like this, you expect one thing and you get something that's above and beyond, what you expected. Because you can only, as Bali, says a lot, you dream of a wedding, and then when it happens, sometimes it's below that dream, sometimes it's above. And I think for all of us, this was much above what the dream could have been.
Thank you, Sumit. Sandeep, can you sum up the entire wedding experience at Jaipur, and What would you like to comment and give advice to other people who are looking for weddings at Jaipur? What did you find good, what was bad, and what tips you would like to give them?
Yeah, I mean, Jaipur as a city is pretty amazing. It's, it has a lot to offer in addition to just the Raj Palace, which was great for us. We had a lot of people that were coming from abroad. And so while a lot of the wedding functions were going on at night, there was a lot of other stuff for them to do during the day. So they were able to go out to the city, enjoy the shopping, enjoy the places that are around the city. So that made it a much richer experience for them overall. In addition to that, here, especially the food was great. I think a lot of people commented on that. But overall, having gone through this process, some of the things I can recommend having gone through, I think it's very difficult when you're in India. A lot of times, you think that there are a lot of choices. There are a lot of people in India that are willing to offer you a lot of the same things for, the rates are all over the place. But I think at the end of the day, quality is really key. And having gone through the experience, one thing we realized, even though we really went with your recommendation on pretty much all of the vendors, we had one area, the only area where we had a problem was somewhere where we went outside. And I think having gone through it, I would recommend that really look at and meet with all the vendors that you are suggesting. But I think your experience and having worked with all these people over and over again, one thing you don't realize is that, yeah, you could get something cheaper here or there, but at the end of the day, will they really deliver? Like we had problems with the video guy where he said that, it was digital, turned out it wasn't digital, and all these things that when you're really worrying about the wedding, you don't really have time to go into the finer details. And I think working with you, that experience was great, and the people that you bring in really are the quality people, and they've been tested. I think you can be assured that the people that are going to be involved with the wedding have truly been tested through a lot of the other projects that you've already done beforehand. So,
thank you very much, Sandeep.
Okay, thank you.
It's coming. Yes, Christina, how did you, when you came with Sandeep to plan the whole event for Shireen when you decided? So how convenient it was for you to, with the presentations and with the data available, to decide on how you should plan your event, and how convenient it was for you?
Yeah, I think it was very helpful to come to Jaipur before the wedding, because we had the opportunity to look around and to get to see all the parts of the palace and to carefully choose the best places for each event, and it came out perfect. It worked out the way she dreamt, and we were very happy.
And how was the feeling of your guests who came, and how did they feel finally? What did they say about this wedding as compared to the other weddings? Because you yourself did one of the best weddings in Brazil,
yes,
as Sandeep tells me.
Yes.
And finally, how did the guests actually feel here?
Your staff was extremely helpful and very accommodating of everybody's needs. We were able to feed everybody according to their taste, and some people, since they come from different places and different countries, they have different diet needs, and your staff was wonderful. Everybody left with a great impression and very happy.
Thank you.